everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about a big issue in Season 14 of Apex Legends, and that's the matchmaking and why it isn't working, and what exactly is EA and Respawn doing to fix the issue because it has gotten worse than ever, and what system do they even use? And we're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's break down Apex's matchmaking. So first, let's go ahead and start off with the fact that skill-based matchmaking has been in Apex Legends since the inception of the game. Now, what skill-based matchmaking is supposed to do is it uses a number of factors to determine your skill level. Basically, it'll include your player location, the server you're on, the connection time, the time spent alive, your overall KD, and a lot more, and it'll put you against players that are supposed to be around the same level as you. However, that rarely seems like it's the case because there are numerous complaints of players feeling like they are absolutely getting shafted. So about a year ago, a professional Apex player went ahead and posted some information about how the skill-based matchmaking system is used in Apex Legends. That user went on to go ahead and post a tweet that said, "Anyone who has done their research on SBMM knows that it does not match players fairly based on skill. The system rigs your matches to make you win or lose in a particular pattern that is statistically shown to keep you playing more. EA has a paper on it." EA had a bunch of researchers go ahead and do a study on what would keep players engaged most in an online multiplayer game. And this is the paper that they went ahead and found, and I won't go ahead and bore you with every exact detail, but what it breaks down to is a system called EOMM. It stands for Engagement Optimized Matchmaking, and it aims to match players in an optimal way that maximizes overall player engagement. It'll base it on the player's last three outcomes: win, lose, or draw. The risk of them quitting changes. The paper right below presents that table. It's basically a way to keep you chasing the high of winning a previous game. If you go ahead and win a game, you get really hyped and you're ready to get that next one, but it then forces you to lose a couple of matches by putting you against harder opponents so that you continue to chase that win again. And this would definitely seem like the system that Apex Legends uses for their matchmaking. However, Respawn's principal coder, Michael Kalas, has confirmed that Apex does not use EOMM. He says no one working on Apex matchmaking has read the patent for what the system is they use. Titanfall matchmaking has some resemblance to True Skill, but Apex does not. However, it's very easy to go ahead and just say, yeah, we don't use EOMM, but that is an issue because publishers like EA and Activision will never reveal the inner workings of their matchmaking algorithms for a good reason, because once known, players could deliberately attempt to game the system. Players for the last year or so have heavily thought that EOMM is the system that they go ahead and use for Apex Legends. However, even though EA did research into it, it looks like it's more implemented in 1v1 matchups, similar to something more along the lines of FIFA. When they say there's nothing nefarious designed in their skill-based matchmaking system, we have to go ahead and look at some player data. A user named Tilo went ahead and posted some information about his matchmaking issues, and right here you can go ahead and see the first three opponents he came across in 3 different games, and there is a huge disparity in the level of skill. In fact, a user named Fish here points out that he's a level 70.7 kill death gold 3 player getting matched with master and diamond badge players every game in public lobbies. It's confusing why when we have a ranked playlist we have skill-based matchmaking at all. If I want to go ahead and play against really tough competition and try to grind myself to the top while it continually gets harder and harder, I will go ahead and do ranked. With Season 9, they actually introduced a brand new form of matchmaking for arenas according to Jason McCord, and he said totally separate matchmaking from the Battle Royale mode. This doesn't seem to be the case for when arenas was introduced. As one user pointed out, he was well over level 500 with just under 3k hours in the game. He played 10 matches of arenas where not one of my teammates was above level 150, and Respawn's lead software engineer Sammy Duck responded with, "I am working on it." He reassured fans that if it's coming for this problem, overall the fairness of the game is pretty even, but we understand it is a bit tiring when level disparity is high in your team composition. It will improve. Well, it is great that they are looking at reworking arenas matchmaking a little bit and making it smoother. What really needs to happen at some point is adding more playlists. Right now you can do trios or duos public lobby, or you can do ranked, and it seems that no matter what you do, the matchmaking system that Apex Legends uses always puts you in very tough lobbies, which works fine for those types of playlists, but there's not something that we can just goof around and have fun on, which should be the public lobbies. So we need something where there is a rotating LTM playlist, and I really hope that the free DM mode that's coming that has the gun game mode ends up down the line becoming a permanent mode with the other 2 that were leaked, with the team deathmatch mode, also the limited time mode that is also found on the Titanfall 2 colony map, which is a soccer kind of game. I think this would be absolutely fantastic to give players a chance to actually just mess around and have fun with their friends rather than always going into a sweaty stomp fest. Let me know down below, how do you feel about the matchmaking? Do you think that it is fair and balanced, or do you also agree that there are a ton of issues with it and that you would like to see it improved? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.